And obviously it's the home opener, so the other key is manage the emotions. The first night game here at the Pavilion. All the other games have been Saturday afternoon games. So the first weekday night game, it's a Big West Conference opener. You'll have a bigger crowd here tonight, and the Aggies have to manage that emotion early on and certainly be into the game and focused and not thinking about all the other extra stuff that circulates a home opener for conference play. So those are the keys tonight for the Aggies. It's brought to you by the Golden One Credit Union. All right, that's going to do it for the Tandem Properties Countdown, the tip-off show. When we return, we'll have the starting lineups. We'll have the tip-off for tonight's contest. It's the Aggies versus the Gauchos. It's the Big West opener for UC Davis on Money 105.5.
Hey everyone, Proactive has a special offer for our listeners. Stay tuned for a 100% risk-free offer.
3 minutes good here.
Free giveaway, risk-free. You have acne or even the occasional breakout? With prescription-grade Proactive, your acne can heal and you can prevent future breakouts. Want to try Proactive? They're letting everyone try Proactive 100% risk-free. Plus, they're giving away a free deep cleansing face brush when you call right now.
How long do you need this break?
Just whatever the regular is. We're in good shape time-wise. So whatever's scheduled.
A free deep cleansing brush. Take it from me. Proactive really works. So here's the deal again for our listeners. For $19.95, you'll get prescription-grade Proactive plus a rotating deep cleansing brush valued at $45, totally free. You're guaranteed to get clear and stay clear, or you get your money back. Call now. 800-489-2065. That's 800-489-2065. One more time. Ready? 800-489-2065. Just pay shipping.
Here's your Money Minute with Market Wrap host Mo Ansari.
As you plan for the holidays, don't forget about your portfolio. An annual portfolio review is important because this is when you check to make sure your investment plan still fits your goals, your retirement plan is still on track, your insurance needs still match the policies you have. But it's especially important at the end of the year to ensure that you're taking full advantage of all the tax strategies available to you that you have to get done before December 31st. So take some time to meet with your financial advisor to be sure you're on the right track and ready to go for the new year. That's your Money Minute. I'm Mo Ansari.
For more tips on successful investing and financial planning, listen to Market Wrap weekdays at 5 p.m. on this station. For a free portfolio review with Mo, dial pound 250 on your cell phone and say, talk to Mo.
Carpac Asset Management is a registered investment advisor. Funds custodian, Fidelity Institutional Wealth Services, member FINRA SIPC.
Money 105.5 KSAC, Dunnigan, Sacramento, a service of Salem Media Group, on the NASDAQ as SALM.
Get the ball, let's go.
And now, today's starting lineups. Once again, here's Scott Marsh.
And a very pleasant good afternoon to you. Welcome inside the Pavilion as the Aggies getting ready to start Big West play tonight as they host the UC Santa Barbara Gauchos. Jim Less out courtside giving the entire press row and scorers table fist bumps. He's ready for this one tonight. It's a big game. The preseason's over with. The Aggies finishing 8-7 in non-conference play, and they want to get started off in very fine form tonight. 16 league contests before the Big West tournament in Anaheim. The Aggies have already qualified for that, but they do want to have as high a position as possible. And, of course, getting a league championship is always a top goal for the Aggies. Bob Williams on the other side as he talks with Coach Lester, having a nice conversation. Bob Williams, so used to coaching here inside what was called the Rec Hall at that time. He coached here for 8 seasons, culminating with a Division II national title in 1998 before moving on to Santa Barbara, where he has been ever since, the longest tenured coach west of Lansing, Michigan. 309 victories to his total as the head coach of the Gauchos. So 2 excellent coaches tonight, 2 pretty good ball teams as well, although the Gauchos have struggled at 2-10. But Santa Barbara predicted to finish in the top half of the conference. And anytime you have Gabe Vincent and Eric Childress in your backcourt, you are a threat to win, whether you're on the road or you're at home. So that's what the Aggies have to encounter tonight, as both teams now coming back to their respective benches. And we're getting very close for the starting lineups. Now tonight, Larry Swanson, our normal public address announcer, is not here. He is down with his daughter Jana, who gave birth on New Year's Day. So congratulations to the Swanson clan, as it's been a very, very happy New Year's for them, as Larry was down to bring Kaipo Lawrence Ho into the world. And certainly great stuff there, and we wish the whole Swanson family nothing but the very best. All right, we're going to turn over to Mike Robles, who is filling in for Larry tonight. Mike, the former sports information director here at UC Davis. We'll give it over to him right now.
Good evening and welcome to UC Davis, the Art Pavilion and Hamilton Court for tonight's Big West basketball game between the UC Santa Barbara Gauchos and your UC Davis Aggies. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise, remove your hats, and honor America for the playing of our national anthem by the Cal Aggie Marching Banda. Good evening, and once again, welcome to UC Davis. Let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's game. First, for the Gauchos of UC Santa Barbara. At forward, a 6'7" sophomore from Layton, Utah, number 0, Jerice Blackman. At guard, a 6-foot senior from Hawthorne, California, number 1, Eric Childress. At guard, a 6'3" guard from Stockton, number 2, Gabe Vincent. At guard, a 6'5" freshman, a forward, 6'10" from British Columbia, Canada, number 12, Alex Hart. And at guard, a 6'5" freshman from Sacramento, number 23, Christian Terrell. The head coach of the Gauchos in his 19th season is Bob Williams. The assistant coaches are Matt Stock, Kevin Bromley, and Ryan Madry. And now let's meet the starting lineup for your UC Davis Aggies. At guard, a 6'4" senior from San Diego, number 0, Britton Lamar. At guard, a 6'4" senior from Burbank, number 1, Lawrence White. At guard, a 5'10" senior from Sacramento, number 2, Darius Graham. At forward, a 6'3" junior from Canberra, Australia, number 11, Chima Monike. And at forward, a 6'7" sophomore from River Hills, Wisconsin, number 44, Garrison Good. The head coach for the Aggies in his 6th season is Jim Less. The assistant coaches are Kevin Nozick, Kyle Vogt, and Jonathan Metzger-Jones. The director of operations is Jody Stoliga.
All right, there you go. The starting lineups for tonight is brought to you by Mike Robles, doing an excellent job courtside here. The officials for tonight's contest has assigned by the Big West Conference Richard Cartmel, Michael Irving, and Richard Batzel. The courtside technician handling all the reviews tonight, Timothy Ornelas. Santa Barbara huddled up one last time as Bob Williams giving final instructions. The Aggies standing up as Jim Less talking to his team as well. We're very close to the start of Big West play for the Aggies. Lots of hopes for UC Davis, an experienced team, a lot of veteran leadership, including the seniors Britton Lamar, Darius Graham, Lawrence White, JT Adenrele. Unfortunately, Adenrele ill, under the weather, not available tonight for the Aggies. They will have to figure out a way to get it done in the middle without the senior from Roseville. UC Davis in the home white jerseys, as always. They have the Yale blue trim up top with a little gold accent. Last names and numerals on the backside. UC Davis across the front with numerals. And the Aggie logo down the left side of the trunks. Darius Graham comes over, the customary fist bump as he's ready to go. Start his final campaign in the Big West. A top 10 Big West active leader in 3 categories: assists, points, and steals. UCSB comes in the royal blue jerseys. They have the white UCSB with numerals across the front, numerals on the backside, no last names, a little printed white with gold down both sides of the trunks. It'll be good to try and win the opening tap against Alex Hart, inserted into the starting lineup for Bob Williams. Richard Cartmel steps into the center circle, which is the Mustang face, as he throws up the leather, and good. Takes the tip away, throws it into the backcourt, and we are underway here from the Pavilion. Big West basketball underway in 2017. Aggies work with it from our left to our right as we look at it courtside here at the Pavilion. Lamar has it along the baseline, throws up top to Graham. The Aggies attack the vaunted 3-2 zone. 15 on the shot clock as White throws over far side to Graham. One bounces it to Good, brings it near side for Lamar. Puts on the floor, attacks, throws back far side. Graham a 3-ball from the left wing, and he nails it. DG for 3, and that's how this game starts. Darius Graham burying one from beyond the arc. And for Darius, it's his 22nd 3-ball of the year, and the Aggies take a quick 3-0 lead. Ball with it near side for Terrell. Back up top, it goes to Childers. Childers, the junior out of Hawthorne, picks up the dribble, gives up top, back to Terrell. Now they reverse it far side to Gabe Vincent, enters it on the post. Hart with it, dumps to the elbow, and now they kick it back out for Vincent. Beats the buzzer, misses a 3-ball from the right angle, and the Aggies control. Excellent defense by UC Davis. White with it near side. One bounces it to Lamar in the corner, gets it right back. LJ over to Graham left side. Puts it on the floor to the free throw line. Works it back out to Lamar. Now up top to Graham. He's going to launch another 3-ball. That's off the heel of the iron. No good. Fight for the rebound. It goes out of bounds, and it was last touched by the Gauchos. So Garrison Good active on the glass early on, as UC Davis will inbound underneath the basket. Lamar with it, lobs it in for Good, gives up top to Graham. Graham looks inside, finds nothing, now hits Lamar off the curl up top. Brenton with it to Chima. Chima in the lane, takes a fadeaway 14-footer, well contested, missed it off the glass. And the rebound to Jerice Blackman, the sophomore out of Layton, Utah. Blackman has it between the circles for the Gauchos. The lefty with it, puts on the floor, attacks on Manecki. Cut off on the low block by Good. Bounces it back up top for Terrell. Terrell hands off to Childress. He's double teamed. Throws up to Blackman. Tries to bounce it inside. Manecki able to deflect it away. White tries to save it from going out of bounds. He can't. It'll be Gaucho basketball, but just 6 ticks left on the shot clock. The Aggies very active on the defensive end to start this game. 17:53 first half action. The Aggies leading 3-0. Vincent to inbound. Lobs it in for Hart. Runs and gets it right back. And now we're going to have an offensive foul against Alex Hart. An illegal screen against the sophomore from British Columbia. First foul of the game. And the Aggies will have it back. And now UCSB is going to go to a little 1-2-2 full court pressure. Aggies have been susceptible to turning it over in the non-conference games, and Bob Williams trying to exploit that. Graham, near quarter for Lamar. Open look at a 3. It popped in and out. Offensive rebound to Graham, though, and a first shot clock for the Aggies. White, one bounces at the Manecki right side. Back up top for White. He attacks and he's fouled. Will it be a shooting foul? It's going to go on Vincent. They're going to say non-shooting. So the first foul on Vincent, second team foul against the Gauchos. Lamar will inbound along the baseline. Gets into White off the curl. Brings it up top. Throws to Lamar. Now brings near side to Graham. Graham calls for a screen, but has it stripped away by Childress. Childress on the attack the other way. Haig scoops. His shot rejected by White, who got back. Blackman able to track it down for the Gauchos up top. What a tremendous play by Lawrence White, who had 3 blocks in the victory over Utah Valley. Blackman picks up his dribble. Kicks it up top for Terrell. Aggies playing man-to-man defense. Terrell attacks on White. Hangs, switches back to the right hand. His shot good. No from the left baseline, but the ball tapped up to Vincent. That'll re-trigger the shot clock. Vincent dribbles inside, and a reach-in foul will be called. And it will go against the Aggies. It's going to go on Lamar. First foul of the game for UCD. As Childress inbounds, gets it to Vincent. Takes a left side baseline jumper and nailed it from 15 feet out. Gave Vincent a terrific score, a junior out of Stockton, St. Mary's High School. 17 points last time out. Vincent on the year, leading scorer, 16 points a contest. White to Graham. Back over to White. Throws to Manecki. Aggies trying to get organized against the zone defense. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Lamar has it. Nothing going for the Aggies on this series. White throws to Manecki. Spins, puts up a 12-footer with the right hand. Got it. And that's where it's really helpful to have Chima Manecki. Shot clock expiring. Manecki just turned around in the lane and got it to go with the right hand from 12 feet out. And the Aggies lead 5-2. 16-10 left to go here in the first half. Vincent with it up top. Gives to Blackman. Throws it near side for Childress. Childress gets the screen from Hart. Pick and roll back to Hart. Hart dumps inside now to Blackman. On the left block. Throws diagonally, but the pass picked off by White. White streaking into the front court. Goes up and he's fouled by Blackman. And that will send Lawrence White to the free throw line. But first, we'll have the mandatory timeout. We're under the 16-minute mark here. Good start for the Aggies. They lead 5-2. Free throws upcoming for LJ when we return on Money 105.5.
Looking for accommodations for your next trip to Davis? Then come to the Hallmark Inn, the premier full-service hotel conveniently located in downtown Davis. The award-winning Hallmark Inn is a proud partner of the UC Davis Aggies and was recently named the best hotel in the city. With spacious rooms, a sizzling cafe, 110 breakfast, and a complimentary glass of local wine, guests continue to return when in town. For more information, check out our website at hallmarkinn.com or call us at 800-753-0035.
Hey NFL fans, you can win real NFL prizes from Pepsi and Tostitos, but you can also win unreal NFL experiences. Collect codes when you buy Tostitos or Pepsi, and you could win a real football helmet signed by an NFL pro. Or you could win an unreal trip to the 2017 NFL Pro Bowl. You could win real NFL gear just in time for Super Bowl 51. Or you could actually go to Super Bowl 51. So crack open a Pepsi, grab some Tostitos, then enter your codes at PepsiandTostitos.com.
No purchase necessary. Visit PepsiandTostitos.com for details.
UC Davis men's basketball on Money 105.5.
Good start for the Aggies here in the Big West home opener at the Pavilion. Aggies leading 5-2, 15:50 remaining. First half action. It'll be Lawrence White at the free throw line for the Aggies. White really coming on and playing excellent basketball, and that's the case for so many Aggies as league starts. You got to feel really good about where the Aggies are at right now. JT Dennerly, again, not here tonight. Flu-like symptoms, and hopefully he'll be ready to go Saturday against Cal Poly. White to the line for 2 free throws. First one up, rattles in and out. White on the season, a 74% free throw shooter. Senior out of Burbank, California. Second attempt for LJ goes through, and the Aggies now lead 6-2. First substitution of the game for the Aggies. White comes out, Siler Schneider, the sophomore out of Lansing, Kansas, in. As Childress brings it into the front court for the Gauchos. Childress on the logo. Pounds the pill. One bounces it for Blackman. Pass deflected, but Blackman now has on the left side. Moves into the lane, puts up the lefty J over Manecki and got it from 11 feet out. Nice move for Jerice Blackman, who has started the last 3 games for the Gauchos now. Lamar right side. One bounces it to Graham. Graham to the left elbow. Spins. Kicks it back near side for Lamar. Works along the baseline. Now throws up top to Graham. Aggies reverse it left side to Schneider. Bounces it to Manecki. Manecki on the diagonal for Graham. The right side three, up and short. Ball volleyball. Manecki had it momentarily, and now Good will track it down. Another offensive rebound for the Aggies. Schneider over to Lamar. They try to bounce it from Manecki, and a kick ball. So the Aggies will have it along the baseline. Exactly 5 minutes into the ball game. UC Davis 6, UCSB 4. Substitutions in for Bob Williams' team as Maxwell Kupchak checks in, the 6'7" sophomore, along with J.D. Slatchert, a local kid from Oak Park, California. Graham with it to Lamar. Hits Schneider off the curl. Drives into the lane, falls to the ground, and we'll have a travel call against Siler Schneider. Looked like he might have been tripped up, but apparently fell on his own doing. So the Gauchos will have it. Childress with it. Slow pace of play, you got to think right now favors the Gauchos as Kupchak spins, hands back Childress. To Vincent, fadeaway 18-footer up top, rattles out, rebound Manecki, the Big West leader in boards, gets it to Graham. Graham pushes into the front court, he's double teamed, picks up the dribble, throws near side for Lamar, wide open for three, B, missing it long, and the rebound taken by the Gauchos. Pass ahead for Blackman. Now Childress handles. Gives off to Vincent. Vincent near side for Kupchak. Kupchak, the son of Mitch Kupchak, the GM of the Lakers, works it back up top to Blackman. Kupchak gets it back, puts it on the floor, kicks it to Slatchert. Slatchert crosses over on Manecki into the lane. His pass deflected by Schneider, and Lamar has it on the attack. Bounces ahead for Graham, goes up strong off the glass and got it. And the Aggies get points off the turnover, and they lead 8-4. Excellent bounce pass from Britton Lamar. Senior to senior, and you got to think the experience of the Aggies will play a big factor in the Big West Conference this year. White ready to check back in as Kupchak hands off to Vincent. Right side takes a deep three, missed it wide. Rebound Manecki, throws ahead to Graham. Graham 1-on-2, he's going to take it anyways, throws into the corner for Lamar. Back to Schneider, the three is up, and the three is in for Siler Schneider, who connected on the left angle. And the Aggies with a 7-point lead, 11-4. 13:15 left to go here in the first half. Slatcher hands off to Vincent. In the lane with it, runs, scoops, missed it, but a block foul called. And it's going to go on Graham, who's laying on the hardwood. Vincent that time just hung enough in air, tried to bank it off the glass. Did not go. But Vincent will be rewarded with a pair of free throws. Vincent, a preseason All-Big West first conference selection, has started every game this year, shooting 77% from the field. First throw is up, it's in. Vincent, a tremendous three-point shooter, has made 173 in his career. That's 10th all-time in the Big West Conference. He's made 10 consecutive free throws now with that last one going in. Brent Lamar wanting to talk with Richard Cartmel, the lead official. And he's saying that he's being tripped. So Brent making him aware of it. Cartmel listens to him, has a smile on his face. We'll see if that has any impact. Now Britton lobbying his case over with Richard Batsell. B might go into politics when he's done at UC Davis. As the second free throw missed by Vincent. 11-5 to score. 13-minute mark of the first half. White up top for Schneider. Back near side to Lamar. Throws it inside for Mikey Henn, who was wide open, didn't turn around. Instead throws out top for Schneider, who buries a three ball. So that worked out pretty well. Henn could have had a deuce if he had turned around. He was wide open, but gave it up to Schneider, who has back-to-back threes. Great to see Siler heating up as conference play starts. Ags by 9. Childress in front of the Aggie bench. Dribbles back out. D'd up by White. Gets a screen up top. Throws on a pick and roll to Slatchert. Fakes, now takes the baseline J from 17, no good. White, the rebound for the Aggies. Schneider has it front court. Over to Manecki. We'll give it back to Schneider. On the logo, near side it goes for White. Back to Schneider. He's got the hot hand for the Ags. 3 threes already for UC Davis here in the first half. Manecki turns, puts it up with the right hand, gets the shooter's touch as it hit the iron 4 times before going through, left of the key. And this is a double-digit UC Davis lead. 4 points now for Manecki. And this is a 10-1 run by UC Davis. Gauchos have not scored in over 3.5 minutes as the 3 balls up and out by Childress and a rebound to Schneider. So the Gauchos remain stone cold in this game. They're now 2 of 10. Lamar up top to Schneider, left side White. Wrap around past Manecki, left of the key, working on Slatcher, turns towards the baseline, goes up strong, off glass, and got it. What a move by the reigning Big West Player of the Week, Manecki. And Bob Williams forced to call a timeout. It's a 12-1 Aggie blitz as UC Davis up by 13. This taken below the 12-minute window, so the 30 becomes a full. We'll take it. Ags looking good on Money 105.5.
When it comes to where you bank, of course you want to be with an institution that's financially sound. But wouldn't it be nice to get even more for your money? As a not-for-profit member-owned credit, Golden One believes that when we all work together, beautiful things will happen. Like returning profits back to our members with better value on things like car and home loans, and credit and debit cards. Visit goldenone.com to open an account. Golden One Credit Union. Stronger together. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity.
UC Davis Children's Hospital is the region's only nationally ranked comprehensive hospital for children. Here, teams of experts in more than 30 areas of pediatric medicine deliver high-quality care. But they're also doing more by advancing medicine and transforming the standards of healthcare for children through innovation and new medical breakthroughs. Learn more at children.ucdavis.edu.
Listen to Aggie Hoops away from your radio. Download the Money 105.5 mobile app today for Android or iOS.
Scott Marsh back with you here from the Pavilion. 11:27 left to go, first half action. All Ags early on. They lead the Gauchos 18-5, a 12-1 run. Aggies played their best basketball of the year in the victory over Utah Valley last Saturday, winning that game 83-69. They've picked up right where they left off there, even without the services of JT Adenrele, who is not playing tonight. The Aggies from the field are 7 of 12, 58% shooting. The Gauchos are just 2 of 9, 22% from the field. It's Hen, Lamar, Good, Schneider, and White on the floor for the Aggies. Coming in on Saturday, Cal Poly. It's a 5 o'clock game. Again, a reminder, part of a doubleheader. The women play Hawaii, who they played in the Big West Conference Tournament Championship last year. The Rainbow Warriors winning that game, advancing to the NC2As. So a matchup of the 2 best in the league from a year ago at 2:30, and then the men at 5. Childers with it out of the timeout. Gives off far side for Clifton Powell Jr. Puts up the jumper just inside the 3-point line, missed it short, and the rebound to Garrison Good. So the Gauchos continue the struggle. Hen with it, right block. Kicks up top, Schneider. Over left to White it goes. Dumps inside for Hen. Fadeaway 14-footer, got it. Mikey Hen cutting through the lane. Gets the deuce. 14-1 run for the Aggies now. They lead 20-5. Heidegger with it for the Gauchos. Dribbles into the lane, hangs, puts it up with the right hand. It's an air ball. Slatchert there for the rebound. Put back, another air ball. Kupchak gets it. Or correction, yeah, it was Kupchak who got it, and he was fouled from behind on his way up. So Maxwell Kupchak will step to the line for 2 free throws. As we said, Mitch Kupchak, his dad, the former LA Laker great, now GM of the Lakers. First free throw from Maxwell is in, and that stops the 14-1 run. Graham checks in. Lamar will get his first breather of the ball game. Kupchak, 6'7" sophomore. Makes the second free throw. 27 the score, 10:37 left to go here in the first half. Full court pressure from the Gauchos. Graham beats it into the front court, throws into the corner for White. Gives it up top to Good. Good near side for Schneider. Schneider back over the White. They reverse it to Graham. Gives back to White. Dribbles right of the key. Spins back out for Graham. Passes up on a 3 to the baseline. A runner with the right hand swish. Oh, a tough shot by Darius Graham. Got it. And the Ags go back up by 15. Just a little runner with the Heisman pose. Little teardrop that drew nothing but net. Kupchak the other way. Takes a jumper right side. Popped in and out along the baseline from 17. Rebound Schneider. He kicks ahead for Graham, who's got 8 points in this game. Now Hen throws it in sharply for Good. Good kick out near side for White. Passes up on a 3, drives. Threw up an air ball along the baseline. And Childress handles. He brings into the front court. Works to the free throw line. Spins. Throws to Kupchak. Cutting to the basket. Off glass. Missed it. Hen fights for the rebound. But Slatchard able to come up with it. And on the floor, he calls a timeout. So Slatchard takes the 30-second TO, and that'll be the second timeout already taken by the Gauchos. Now, you get 5 timeouts in a game. One of them doesn't carry over, but now that they've used 2 here in the first half, they'll only have 3, assuming they don't take another first half timeout, that is. So the Aggies, again, open up tonight here, Santa Barbara. Cal Poly on Saturday, then on the road next Thursday, UC Riverside, 8 o'clock game, special time for the ESPN3 televised game, and yours truly, along with Richie Schuler, will be doing that game on ESPN3. You can watch that online. And then CSUN on Saturday the 14th, and that game is going to be an ESPNU game. So lots of good stuff upcoming for the Aggies. A look at the other Big West scorers, as there's 2 other games currently going on here in conference play. Early on, Long Beach State up at the Brennan Event Center against the Anteaters 11-10, and UC Riverside with an early nod over the Matadors 15-13, 11 minutes left to go in that first half. 9:35 left to go here as the Aggies lead 22-7. Ball lobbed into Slatchard along the left baseline. Dribbles it outside the three-point line, gives up top for Heidegger. Heidegger dribbling around the three-point line, trying to penetrate, can't. Back to Slatchard, now back to Heidegger. He's going to launch a 3-ball from up top. It's long. Ball tapped out of bounds, and it was last touched by the Aggies. Manecki's going to come in for the Ags, and Gabe Vincent will come back in for the Gauchos. Childress steps out, Hen for UCD. 30-second shot clock reset for the Gauchos as Vincent inbounds along the baseline. Throws into the corner for Powell. Powell works on Schneider. Hangs, puts up a runner, no good. Tried to scoop it over the rim, couldn't do it. Rebound Aggies. White the other way. Hangs goes off rim, didn't get it with the left hand. White down on the floor. Manecki also slow to get up. Santa Barbara with numbers. Vincent attacks, gets it off to a Kupchak cutting into the lane and easily puts it up and in. So the Aggies got caught up in transition as White went down hard after missing his shot, and the Gauchos able to get 2 points the other way. 22-9 now. Schneider in the lane, loses it on his way up. White has it in the near corner. He'll throw back to Schneider over the Graham. Graham back for Schneider. Works it to Manecki. 9 on the shot clock. Manecki bounces it in for Schneider, faces up in the lane, kicks out for Graham, puts up another runner right side. It's air ball. White gets the rebound. Reverse layup is up and in. Lawrence White crashing the glass, getting the board, and the Aggies back by 15. Coach Les asking LJ if he's okay. He gives thumbs up. He'll stay out in the game. Approaching the 8-minute mark of the first half here as Heidegger throws to Kupchak. Kupchak hands off to Vincent. Vincent cut off by Good. Keeps the dribble alive. Now throws back far side Heidegger. Heidegger spins along the baseline. Hangs. Looked like he double dribbled, but his shot wiped away by Manecki anyways. And here come the Aggies. Graham on the attack. Kick out for Schneider. Left side 3 is up. No good. Ball knocked out of bounds. And it's going to be off UCSB. That'll bring us to the break. As Schneider had a great look. It would have been his third made 3 of the half. But nonetheless, the Aggies in control at the 7:45 mark. They lead 24-9 on Money 105.5.
With unlimited data from AT&T, you can stream your favorite DirecTV content almost anywhere. Side effects may include sports-induced public celebration, increased desire to
Hey, is
share
Doug gonna do that
stories,
game
and
next week?
late-night use of the phrase.
Just one. What are we talking about?
Unlimited effect.
The game next week. You mentioned you were doing ESPN 3.
No, it's going to be a guy named Jeff Kurtz.
Oh, okay.
And I'll be down there, so I'll be able to help set up.
Oh, okay, I was just curious.
Yeah. He's a guy who used to do Davis games for the student station. He lives in Southern California.
Aggies basketball.
Oh, cool.
And Pizza Guys Pizza. Pizza Guys has been making the best pizza in town since 1986. Whether it's a Chipotle chicken pizza for lunch or a California garlic chicken for your late night cravings, Pizza Guys always delivers. We are open at 505 L Street in Davis from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. Visit pizzaguys.com to see our current coupon offers or to order online. I'm a pizza guy. Are you a pizza guy?
Back to Aggie men's basketball on Money 105.5.
7:45 left to go, first half action. As UC Davis leads UC Santa Barbara 24-9. Aggies have led the entire way in this contest. Leading scorers in the game, Darius Graham has 7. Manecki and Schneider with 6. Max Kupchak 4 for the Gauchos. It'll be UC Davis basketball out of the timeout. They'll inbound along the baseline. Lamar Good, Manecki, Graham, and Harrell Hennings. So Harrell Hennings checking in for UC Davis, his first action ever in Big West play. Good gets the inbounds pass Thursday. Graham, he tries to get it inside for Manecki, and the pass is kicked by Vincent. Shot clock will remain at 28, and the Aggies will try it again, other side of the basketball stand. Aggies set up all outside the key. A little box play as Lamar throws in to Hennings in the far corner. Gives up top to Lamar. Lamar brings it near side for Graham. Works against a good screen to the baseline. Bounces it in the corner for Hennings. Hennings bounces it to Lamar. Lamar attacks inside. Bounces back for Hennings, who gives off to Manecki. Left of the key with it. Pounds it twice. Goes up strong with the right hand. Missed it badly, though, as it was contested by Blackman. And the Gauchos have it. Blackman near side for Vincent. Works on Graham. Tries to split 2 defenders, and we're going to have a charge call as Good came over and was able to stand his ground. Excellent defense by Garrison Good. So Vincent turns it over, much to the chagrin of Bob Williams, who hasn't had one of his better first halves at the Pavilion. Of course, he had so many great first halves as a head coach here at what was called the Rec Hall. A tremendous record for Bob Williams, 90-22 in league play in his days at UC Davis. Manecki near side for Hennings, gives off to Graham. One bounces it for Good. Good left block, goes over the left-hand hook shot, left it short. And the rebound taken by the Gauchos. Heidegger has it. Stands on the logo. The Canadian native who calls Cindy Crosby one of his favorite athletes. Gives off to Vincent. Now they work it left side, but the pass stolen by Manecki. They were trying to enter it for Blackman, and the Aggies all over it on the defensive end. What a great defensive effort this has been. Manecki on the attack. Goes down hard after putting up his shot. But we're going to have a body bump on the way to the rack. It's going to go against UCSB. It's going to be a non-shooting foul against Heidegger. That's the Gauchos' 5th team foul. The Aggies have 3 fouls in this game at the 6:31 mark of the first half. Lamar lobs it in for Good. Good gives off to Graham. Graham to Lamar on the curl. Throws to Good. Back out Lamar left side with it. Dribbles towards the baseline. Picks up the dribble. Throws to Graham up top. Graham waits for the screen. Gets it from Good. Circles right side. Kick out pass. Hennings on the wing. Tries to drive inside. And we'll have a block foul. It's going to go against Heidegger. So Heidegger has picked up 2 quick fouls. And Santa Barbara now with 6 overall team fouls. Next one will put them in the penalty. Aggies by 15, 24-9. 6:12 to play in the first half. Lamar inbounds near side Graham. Outside the three-point line. Circles the three-point line. Gives up top to Hennings. Hennings works left side off a good screen. Gives back to Lamar. Lamar dances to the free throw line, spins, puts up the right hand, teardropping, got it from 14 feet out. What a move by Brenton Lamar. And the Aggies have opened up a 17-point lead, 26-9. Vincent has it near side. Deed up by Lamar, circles to the baseline, drives the baseline, throws far corner for Heidegger, but he stepped out of bounds. And the Gauchos have turned it over again. This Aggie defense right now stifling, as the Gauchos are just 3 of 18 from the field. 17% shooting for the Gauchos. As Clifton Powell checks back in for the Gauchos. They've got nothing going so far in this game. Terrific start for the Aggies in their Big West Conference opener. Hennings up top, gives off to Lamar, back to Hennings. Hennings far side, Graham bounces it to Manecki, throws into the corner for Lamar. Gives up to Graham, wide open look at a three from up top, off the heel of the iron, no good. Fight for the rebound, who's gonna get it? It goes out of bounds, and it was last off UC Davis. Aggies really working on the offensive glass as they're out rebounding the Gauchos 15-12. Schneider races to the scorer's table. He's going to check in as Graham comes out. Overall dominant effort here in the first half by the Ags. Into the game, Osafeso for the Gauchos. Gives to Clifton Powell. Now the Hart works on good, spins into lane, goes up the right hand. Got it. Pretty move. He started on the left baseline, worked his way into the lane, got it up with the right hand. Back the other way. Ball knocked out of bounds. So the Aggies will inbound far sideline. Lamar gets it into Hennings. Hennings to Schneider. Near side to Manecki. Manecki into the corner for Lamar. Dribbles back out, throws to Hennings. Far corner to Schneider, one bounce to Manecki. Manecki left of the key, working his way into the lane, goes up strong with the right hand, too strong with the shot, however, and the rebound to Alex Hart. He outlets for Osafeso. Throws it near side for Vincent. Fakes on a three, dribbles towards the baseline, and he's cut off by Good, who went hard to the floor, and it's going to be a blocking foul against Garrison. First foul on Good. 14th foul against the Aggies. As Garrison a little slow to get up. He's okay. Powell inbound, right in front of the Aggie bench in the corner. DeCarmel tosses him the leather, and he throws it in to Osafesa. Up top to Vincent. Vincent over to Blackman. He's going to hand it off for Osafesa. Takes a three ball. It popped in and out. Tapped by Hart, no good. Ball to the floor. Manecki able to get it for the Aggies. Now they look to push. Hennings has it front court. Bounces it over to Lamar. Back to Hennings. They reverse it far side to Schneider. Back up top to Hennings. Down near side again for Lamar. Aggies work it around the three-point line. Hennings has it up top. Now there's Schneider on the far side. Back up top to Hennings it goes. Goes behind his back, stops, pulls up a 17-footer and triggered it on the right elbow. Thought he was hit as he put it up by Vincent. No whistle blown. Nice shot by Hennings. His first two of the game. Ags up 17. Hart the other way on the left block. Goes up and over Garrison Good. The 6'10 sophomore just powered his way over Garrison that time. Back-to-back buckets for Hart. It's 28-13. Mandatory timeout coming up at the next whistle as Schneider throws it inside. It goes out of bounds. Nobody touched it. It'll be a turnover against the Aggies. Media timeout. We'll take it. 3:36 left to go, first half action. The Aggies still doubling up plus on the Gauchos. They lead 28-13 on Money 105.5.
Sorry.
Hey NFL fans.
Whoops, what happened?
NFL prizes from Pepsi and
My
Tostitos,
computer locked
but you
up.
can
Oh, no
also
problem.
win unreal NFL experiences. Collect codes when you buy Tostitos or Pepsi, and you could win a real football helmet signed by an NFL pro. Or you could win an unreal trip to the 2017 NFL Pro Bowl. You could win real NFL gear just in time for Super Bowl 51. Or you could actually go to Super Bowl 51. So crack open a Pepsi, grab some some Tostitos. Then enter your codes at PepsiandTostitos.com.
No purchase necessary. Visit PepsiandTostitos.com for details.
Hey folks, is your vehicle due for an oil change? Maybe your tires need rotating too? Be sure to visit my good friends over at Jiffy Lube. Fast, convenient, and locally owned and operated, Jiffy Lube has been proudly serving the greater Sacramento region for over 30 years now. Jiffy Lube offers oil changes, tire rotations, tune-ups, new car batteries, wiper blades, and much, much more. For valuable coupons and locations, be sure to visit them online today at JiffyLubeCA.com. That's JiffyLubeCA.com. Jiffy Lube, they've got you covered for all your auto maintenance needs. Please visit them today.
You're listening to UC Davis men's basketball on Money 105.5.
Scott Marsh with you here inside the pavilion. 3:36 left to go until halftime. UC Davis leading UC Santa Barbara 28-13. As the Aggies shooting 48% from the field, they're limiting the Gauchos to just 24% field goal shooting, a terrific number. Every Aggie who has played minus Garrison Good has scored in this game, 7 of the 8 so far. Blackman with it right side, works on Good. Puts up the left-hand jumper over Garrison and got it from 10 feet in the lane. Nice play by Jerice Blackman as we have a stop in play. And Chima's goggles came undone, and he's going to have to come out of the contest. The snap that allows him to put it behind his head came apart, and Chima's going to have to fix that as Mikey Henn rushes in, and he will spell Chima at least for a moment. Good over far side to Schneider, gives up top to Lamar. The 2-3 zone by the Gauchos still. Hennings to Lamar, near side Good. All this being done outside the three-point line as Hennings puts it on the floor. Kicks back near side to Lamar. Lamar dribbles to the free throw line, throws back to Schneider. 8 on the shot clock. Schneider with it's going to take a deep NBA 3 from up top and got it. That's a bailout shot right there for Siler Schneider. No offense going. Schneider just pulls up and triggers it. He was on the outstretched full-length logo at midcourt. That was at least a 25-footer. 31-15 Aggies. Third 3 of the night for Schneider, and now a steal. Hennings has it, streaks into the front court. Should have an uncontested layup, and he does. Arel Hennings making it 33-15 Aggies, their largest lead of the night, up by 18 with 2:25 left to go in the first half. Vincent works towards the baseline, cut off by Henn, throws near side for Osafesa, triggers up top for Powell, 17-footer, left side no good. Rebound Lamar. It's all Aggies here in the first half. Lamar with it over the Hennings. Hennings throws it in for Henn. Turn around with the right hand, too strong. He was wide open from 7 feet out. Probably could have dribbled it in and slammed it. And a foul on the rebound attempt. And who's that going to be called on? Foul's going to be on Good. That's his second. The one thing the Aggies have to be a little bit careful about is not getting in foul trouble. They do not have JT Adenrele tonight, so a little thin inside. And with those 2 fouls and with the big lead, Jim Les takes Garrison out. So it's Henn, Manecki, and White on the front line. Schneider and Lamar in the backcourt. 2 minutes left to play here in the first half. UC Davis 33, UC Santa Barbara 15. Vincent with it up top. Pick and roll to Slatcher. He attacks, runs into Henn, and an offensive foul called. And that was the right call as Mikey Henn took serious impact but stood his ground. First foul on Slatcher. Non-shooting foul because it was an offensive foul. Schneider has it over to Lamar. Lamar gives up top to White. White picks up the dribble, jumps to Lamar. Out now for Schneider. He's had the hot hand in the first half. Throws into the corner for Lamar. B for 3. Rolls around and out from the corner pocket. And the rebound to Kupchak. Kupchak hands off Osafeso. Gives it to Childress. Childress on the attack inside. Jump stops. His pass intended for Powell. Stolen by Schneider. Schneider behind his back. Throws to Lamar. Lamar to a trailing hand. Goes up. Reverse layup. Almost went down, but he was fouled. And that would have been spectacular. Everybody would have been out of their seat. As a nifty pass from Lamar to Henn, who was cutting inside. Tried to get it off the glass with the left hand. Did not go, but he will have 2 free throws. And the Aggies are just playing tremendous basketball right now. Just taking it to UCSB. First free throw from Henn, good. And the Ags lead by 19, 34-15. They have held the Gauchos to just 15 first half points. And that certainly is a first half low of the year. Second free throw from Henn, good, and the Ags now lead by 20. Osafesa will trot it into the front court. One bounces it far side to Vincent. Vincent faces up, goes between the legs, kicks to Childress. Childress outside the arc, calls for a screen, now he's double teamed. Childress dribbles out of it, throws along the baseline for Kupchak. He dribbles into the lane, and we're gonna have a block foul called on Schneider as Kupchak went up. Will they give Kupchak free throws or not? I'm not sure. Nope, ball out of bounds. Non-shooting foul. Kupchak waiting at the line, thought he was in the act of shooting, but they will not give it to him. 57.1 to go here in the first half. Jim Less getting ready to take his 30-second timeout when the Aggies get the ball back. He's got the clipboard in his hand. Osafeso slaps the leather, bounces it in for Vincent. Vincent up top to Childress. They reverse it far side, Osafeso. Osafeso cut off by Manecki, now double team, bounces to the Kupchak far side. Kupchak on the diagonal to Childress, into the corner for Vincent. 3 balls up off the front of the iron, no. Ball volleyball, and Manecki comes down with it. Hands of steel as Manecki just grabs it away from everybody else. Lamar the other way, tries to dump inside for Henn, too strong on the pass, and it's stolen by the Gauchos. In the backcourt with it is Childress. Childress into the lane, dumps off the Kupchak. Kupchak stolen by White as Kupchak put it on the floor, and White just took it away. And now Schneider has it. And the Aggies are going to go for the final shot of the first half, and Jim's not going to bother to take a timeout here. Schneider dribbling at midcourt. Shot clock off, game clock at 7 now, and he looks to make his move. Schneider to the left, stops, pops, 3 ball, no good. Ball to the floor, Gauchos have it. Buzzer will sound, Kupchak doesn't even let it fly. And that's it for the first 20 minutes of play. And what a first half for the Aggies it was. They lead by 20. 35-15. All UC Davis in the first half. As we go to the break, it'll be the American Pacific Mortgage halftime report. Dante Ross, who played for Coach Williams, one of the Aggie greats, won the Division II National Championship, will join me coming up at halftime here on Money 105.5.
President-elect Mike Pence says the move to repeal Obamacare will begin on day 1 of the Trump administration.
The comments followed a closed-door meeting with House Republicans on Capitol Hill.
Make no mistake about it. We're going to keep our promise to the American people, and we're going to repeal Obamacare and replace it with solutions that lower the cost of health insurance without growing the size of government.
While GOP leaders have yet to unveil a plan to replace the Affordable Care Act, Paul Ryan promised an orderly transition.
They can help you with the best service available at a fraction of the cost of other companies. Thanks to recent technologies in the plumbing industry, Armstrong Plumbing has taken the lead and can repair your broken sewer and water pipes or even gas leaks. They will give you accurate estimates that are guaranteed to solve your plumbing problems, or they will fix it for free. Armstrong Plumbing utilizes the industry's latest advancements in trenchless technologies, such as pipe bursting, hydrojetting, cured in-place pipelining, and directional boring. And they can solve your problems at a fraction of the cost of other companies. They want to save you time, money, and prevent property damage. See the 700-plus great reviews on ArmstrongPlumbing.net. Then call Armstrong Plumbing, a name you can trust. Plumbers who came from a family who cares for more than 50 years. 641-0886. 641-0886.
people like Reggie in finance and Ruth, the paramedic. Keisha, the designer, has it, and so does Orlando, the nurse. They live around here. They care about this community. They work hard to succeed, and that makes a difference. At SacramentoHelpWanted.com, we're proud to work the hometown advantage. We work it around the clock, connecting local employers and local job seekers with local jobs they're good at, jobs they deserve. Post your job today and search a database of resumes to find, select, and hire the best local employees. Employees who live close to home, close to family and friends, close to home. That's the hometown advantage. SacramentoHelpWanted.com. Local jobs that work. Here's what's going on. It's the Money 105.5 Community Calendar.
Together, our community can
Matt, I'm back here, so whenever you want to bring it back.
Special events.
All right, about 45 seconds.
Perfect.
And I have a highlight.
Sounds good.
Capital Christian Center on Sunday, January 15th. Visit mlksacramento.org for details. And our community of all races can join the Capital March for the Dream, starting at Sac City College on Monday, January 16th. For details, visit mlk365.org. The 43rd annual Guns N' Hoses Pig Bowl, a charity football game between
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Perfect. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing good.
Good to see you, man. I'm doing fine, man. You always look so good, man. You running marathons every weekend? What are you doing here?
Man, I'm in the worst shape.
Oh, come on.
It's all a facade. It's all a facade.
Well, at this point, all you need is to keep up the facade, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like you're having to go out and play every day.
Is this the halftime? No, it's not.
Let me see if I got it here. Here it is.
American Pacific Mortgage. With all the first half stats and a word from assistant coach Kevin Nosek, here's Scott Marsh.
Wrap around pass Benecki, left of the key, working on Slatcher, turns towards the baseline, goes up strong, off glass, and got it. What a move by the reigning Big West Player of the Week, Benecki. And Bob Williams forced to call a timeout. It's a 12-1 Aggie blitz as UC Davis up by 13. This is the whole first half for the Aggies is they are leading after the first 20 minutes of play, 35-15. That's right, 35-15 if you're just tuning in to this game. The Aggies have led the entire way, and they have looked very impressive in the Big West home opener here inside the pavilion. Scott Marsh with you here, along with one of the all-time Aggie greats, Dante Ross, who's in the building tonight. Dante, it's always great to see you. My first question is, of course, you played for Bob Williams, won that Division II national championship for the Aggies. What is Bob saying in that Santa Barbara locker room right now, down 20 after 20 minutes?
If it's anything like when we played, he's probably drawing pictures, and the pictures are saying some not-so-friendly things.
I can only imagine.
I can only. You can. I mean, literally, there's times. You look at the score, it's 35-15. What does he really need to say? They know what they're not doing. But, you know, watching Davis right now, they have great energy. They look good. Davis looks really good. They do. And Santa Barbara has had a tough season all season. This isn't like this is their first bad game. They've struggled a bit this whole year.
That's true. Just 2-10 coming into this game. Two of their key players are out. They're ineligible at the moment, and this Gaucho team looks like it's just trying to find it. Whereas UC Davis, you can tell they're a very experienced team, a lot of senior leadership on that team. And with Chima Benecki, the junior, coming in his first year, it's a pretty talented group this season.
I've enjoyed watching Chima. You know, I got to know him a little bit last year when he was redshirting and meet him. Really, really great person. But watching him this year, he's been great for the Aggies. I mean, a lot of energy, rebounding the ball, scoring, just a presence about him. So it's been exciting to see him play this year.
Yeah, he's a big-time talent. Back-to-back double-doubles coming in, winning the Big West Player of the Week. He's had 5 on the year, and you know, it's just very rare when you find an athlete like that at UC Davis.
Yes, but I mean, if you look at their team as a whole, you have Chima, you have Garrison, you have Lawrence. I mean, those are 3 really good athletes, and that's not even talking about JT, who's not here right now. But that's something you're not used to seeing. But this team is really athletic.
No doubt about it. As we talk with Dante Ross at halftime here, as UC Davis leads UC Santa Barbara 35-15. Dante, catch us up on what's going on in your life these days.
You know, I have 2 kids at home that pretty much rule my life.
Yep, says it all.
So, you know, they go to school, and once they're out of school, it's shuttling to different sports or activities and things of that nature. I work with my best friend, Keith Jackson.
Yep, who was here at Davis as well.
He's here also right now, but I work at his insurance agency up in Roseville. So,
you live in Roseville now?
I don't. I still live down in the Bay Area.
You do, okay.
I commute up maybe once every 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
Most of the work I can do out of home.
Okay.
So, but we work together. I see him and hang out with him all the time. I was just with Justice Durkee, who played in our national championship team recently, and even more recent than that, Justice Durkee and Chris Vlasic and we were down in Fullerton visiting Diedrich Taylor, who played with us also, who's now the coach of Fullerton. So life is good. You know, I've met great people through Davis and have continued to have these friendships with them over the years. So, like I said, I can't complain. I'm healthy, my kids are healthy, my family's healthy, so I'm good.
Life is good. It's a great way to start the new year. And, you know, for people, and I know you've told me this story many times, and I always ask you this every time I see you, especially when Bob is back in the house, but just go back and tell people about that special year, the 97-98 season, which culminated in the national championship, because you guys had a lot of talent on that team, no question about it, but it was a pretty improbable run.
We got off to a rocky start. We lost our first game against Cal State LA, and then we ran off a bunch of wins. But right around league, we started having some injuries. And at one point, I want to say, Justice was out, Jason Cox was out, and maybe J.C. Timmons was out. I mean, we literally were playing with a lot of our second string guys, but our second string guys were all really good players, guys who could be starters. So through league, they were the ones that sort of kept us afloat, kept us in a lot of games, and helped us win those games. So by the time league was over, and we got everyone back healthy, we had guys coming off our bench who had played significant starter minutes on the year. So it all just worked out. We were able to host a regional. Bakersfield went down to Seattle Pacific in the first game, and we ended up in the Elite Eight. And from there, we always believed that we could play with anyone. We probably weren't the best individual talent, but as a team, we felt we were better than anyone out there.
And you guys proved it, and obviously winning the national championship game, what a thrill.
Yes, it's one of those things you always look back on. And like I said, last week I was with Chris Vlasic, and he was talking about, he goes, I popped that tape in from time to time and take a look at it. And, you know, I can't say that I've seen it probably in the last 6 or 7 years, but it's one of those moments you'll never forget. My kids know about it. Yeah. You know, they talk about it, so it was great times.
Do you wear the ring very often?
I don't even have my ring.
What?
No, I don't.
Don't tell me you pawned it or anything like that. I don't want to hear that sad story like that.
I got top dollar for it. No, I gave it to my dad right away. Okay. And so just recently I was actually speaking with him and my stepmom, and they're planning on actually sending it out to me so I could have it back. But right away I gave it to my dad because, you know, he was such an inspiration for me and had so much to do with my success and me being who I was and sacrificing some things to help me become a decent player.
That's awesome. Now, the part of that story after the national championship, of course, Coach Williams got the UCSB offer, went down to the Gauchos. Brian Fogel took over here, who was an assistant coach on your team, but I know there was some talk about you and Jason Cox perhaps going to UC Santa Barbara. I know Bob certainly would have loved to have taken you down there, and you probably could have played at the Division I level.
There was definitely talk about it, especially for Jason, who had a couple more years of eligibility, whereas I only had one.
Yeah, and have to sit out and all that would have been tough.
I don't know that we actually would have to sit out going up.
That's true. That's a good point.
But like I said, Jason had 2 more years, but we decided to hang in there. And I'll be honest with you, that next year, which was my last year, we really thought we had a chance to go back to the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
You know, we got up there to the regional. We were up by, I want to say, 15 or 20 at the half.
Right.
And we ended up losing the game. But we really thought we had the talent to get back and do big things. There was no one in our region that we thought was better than us.
Yep. Of course, Kevin comes over and joins me at halftime all the time. Talk about Kevin's game and his contribution to that team.
You know,
was he a good cheerleader on the sidelines?
No, but what gets lost in all of that is that Kevin and, you know, we had some other guys that they were the ones bringing it to us in practice every day.
Yeah.
You know, we don't become the players we are unless they're giving it to us every day in practice. If they just kind of let us roll over them, you know, it's no competition. But Kevin and them showed up every single day to play like it was their championship game. And so we knew if we didn't come in to practice ready to play, Kevin and them were going to hand us our butts. And, you know, that was great for our team.
No question. Obviously, Kevin, one of the great coaches and such a valuable member of the coaching staff now here at UC Davis as it kind of comes full circle. We could talk forever, Dante. I appreciate the time here. Hopefully we'll get a chance to do it again some point this season.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's see if the Aggies can continue on this tremendous run that they're on right now. It's been impressive.
Exactly.
All right, Dante, thanks for the time. We're going to try and get Kevin Nosek over here, get the thoughts from the locker room before the second half starts as well. See if Kevin is anywhere nearby. There he is. Okay. We'll put the headsets on, Coach Nosek. And Kevin, first of all, Dante, again, wanted to thank you for being so hard during practice during the 98 season. Said you guys really got them ready to win that championship.
Well, I don't think that had anything to do with me getting him. I remember him and Trey Dugar blowing by me just about every time they had the ball. And when I did have the ball on the seldom occasion, they barely let me dribble it. So.
What a fun time to reminisce about that, obviously, with Bob Williams here and Dante and yourself, a part of that magical team at UC Davis. We're focused on this game now, and what a first half for your team.
Great defensive energy in that first half. Really executed all of their roles and responsibilities incredibly well in all the right positions, and it, quite frankly, created a lot of great offense for us.
You guys got out in transition, certainly shot the ball well. All right, what was the message in the locker room? Was it kind of more of the same, don't get complacent?
Well, this is part of our maturity process. You know, you've been with us all season, and we've kind of been up and down with our effort throughout games, and now it's the fact that we're playing at a good pace on both sides of the ball, and we've got to mature as a team and be us, no matter what the scoreboard says, up, down, and just continue to play with the effort, the attitude, and the consistency in roles.
Yep, and hopefully continue on and get this opening win in Big West play. Coach, thanks for the time as always. Appreciate
Thank you, Scott.
All right, that's Kevin Nosek, who joins us at halftime of every Aggie basketball game, as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. The Aggies again up by 20. And maybe playing their best 20 minutes of basketball all season long in that first half. Siler Schneider leading the way for the Aggies with 9 points. He starts on the bench. It's the same 5 that started the game for the Aggies. It'll be Santa Barbara ball to start the second half, but Coach Les asking about that because he was wondering if there was a jump ball. So Jim Les, you can hear him talking with Michael Irving about that. Bob Williams got up and was wondering what was going on there. If there had been a jump ball, it would have reversed the arrow and it would have been Davis basketball again. They said there was not. So Santa Barbara with it to start the second half. They work with it from our right to our left as we look at it courtside here, just right of the Aggie bench. Blackman has it left of the key, cut off by Benecki. Throws up top, almost threw it out of bounds. Ofafesa tried to save it. Now ball goes out of bounds, far corner. Who was it out on, and it's going to be called out against UC Davis. Refs looked a little confused about that one, but the Gauchos will retain possession. Shot clock did not reset. It's at 7 seconds now for the Gauchos. They'll have to hurry. Childress gets the inbounds pass, attacks on White along the baseline, throws back up top for Ofafesa. Graham able to steal it away. He's to the floor. He had possession. The buzzer goes off. They're going to call a shot clock violation. That's kind of a questionable call because it looked like Graham did have control of the basketball. He's slow to get up now. He'll be helped up by Lamar and Good. So the Aggies pick up that defensive intensity right where it left off in the first half, forcing a turnover. Gauchos are immediately going to go to some full court pressure here. They showed it in the first half as well. Aggies broke it pretty easily. Graham to Good, back to Graham, into the front court with it. Works it left side into the corner for White. Attacks along the baseline, bounces it over to Lamar. Right side three off the heel, no. Good taps it, but into the hands of Childress. So neither team score on their first possession of the second half. Back the other way, Blackman rips it down as Childress found him wide open inside. And so the Gauchos get the first 2 points of the second half. It's 35-17. And now Lamar going hard to the floor as he was fouled by Blackman. It'll be the first foul of the second half. First foul on Blackman as well. Aggies inbound far side. Graham has it up top on the logo. Students not in session yet. School does not start until Monday, so the traditional Aggie Pack crowd not here, as we'll have another foul along the baseline. It'll go against Blackman, so he's picked up 2 quick ones here in the second half. This time the Aggies will inbound along the baseline. Lamar with it, gets it in the good on the right elbow. Throws to the left elbow for Graham. Looks off the curl for Lamar, gets it right side. Dribbles back up top to Graham. Graham calls for the screen, gets it from Good. Circles left side, throws cross court to Lamar. Lamar outside the three-point line. One bounces it to Manecki, right of the key. Into the lane, takes a fadeaway, but it's stolen on its way up. Went high in the air, and Childress comes down with it. So a nice strip by the Gauchos. Childress, right baseline. Throws up top to Vincent. Vincent works off the Hart screen, cut off by Good. Comes back right side, bounces it in for Hart. Right block, off glass, missed it. And then an over the back call on Hart as Manecki got the rebound. So the Aggies still looking for their first points here of the second half. They lead 35-17. Graham with it, still in the back court. Now crosses into the front court, and we'll have a block foul called on Vincent as they were trying to set up the double team. It was the right call, although Graham took a chance that time, dribbling across the timeline. Ball thrown back to Vincent. Graham has it in the lane. Works out of the key now, throws up top to Lamar. The Good, near side it comes for White. One dribble to the right, triggers an 18-footer, and no good. Rebound to Osafeso, pushes ahead for Blackman. Blackman up top, the Childress into the far corner for Vincent. Fakes on the 3, drives, tried to slam it down, and had it rejected. And here come the Aggies. Graham with it, going coast to coast. His shot rejected from behind, but a whistle blown. Was there a foul call? I'm not sure. Maybe just out of bounds. Graham can't believe he wasn't fouled as he talks with Richard Batzel. Blackman's still down. He's holding his left arm. Trainer rushes out to Jarice Blackman. He's in a lot of pain. Standing up now. And it's definitely left side arm. Has not really moved it. In a lot of pain. Gets a nice hand as he walks towards the end of the bench. Bob Williams trying to figure out what's up. And we're going to have a timeout here. Coach Les taking a 30-second timeout. First 30 of the second half always gets extended to a full, so we'll take it as well. 17:43 left to go, second half action. UC Davis 35, Santa Barbara 17 on Money 105.5.
It's funny how excited people get over finding money in the dryer. It's a feeling members of Golden One Credit Union experience regularly with truly free checking. With Golden One, there are no monthly maintenance charges, so that fee you'd probably have to pay with the other guys always comes out in the wash with us. Plus, you'll get access to over 30,000 no-fee ATMs nationwide with your Golden One debit card. Visit goldenone.com to open an account today. Golden One Credit Union. Stronger together. Federally insured by NCUA.
Looking for accommodations for your next trip to Davis? Then come to the Hallmark Inn, the premier full-service hotel conveniently located in downtown Davis. The award-winning Hallmark Inn is a proud partner of the UC Davis Aggies and was recently named the best hotel in the city. With spacious rooms, a sizzling cafe, 110 breakfast, and a complimentary glass of local wine, guests continue to return when in town. For more information, check out our website at hallmarkinn.com or call us at 800-753-0035.
UC Davis men's basketball on Money 105.5.
Glad to have you on board listening on our flagship station, Money 105.5 in Sacramento. Perhaps you're listening on our stream, UC Davis Aggies, with Stretch Internet, or perhaps watching it on Big West TV tonight, as we've got all coverages covered for you. And, of course, you can always follow results, social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Just go to UCDavisAggies.com for more info. Bob lobbed in from Graham to Manecki, who goes off glass with it. And the Aggies have scored now in the second half as Manecki gets the bucket. Lead back to 20, 37-17. Great inbounds play diagram by Coach Les during the timeout. Vincent on the diagonal to Childress. A right angle three, rolls around and out. Offensive rebound, Kupchak put back in for Maxwell Kupchak. And it's 37-19. Lamar ahead to Graham, beating the pressure. Graham to the baseline for White. Up top, back to Lamar. Pulls it back out, far side, gives up top to White. They reverse it over to Graham. Graham back for White, dribbles right side into the lane. Bounce pass for Manecki, hangs off glass and got it. A little double clutch as he was challenged by Kupchak. The great leaping ability of Manecki allowed him to stay in the air, double clutch it, and bank it off glass. And we've got a foul away from the ball on the other end. It'll go against UC Davis. It'll go against Manecki. Osafeso inbounds to Vincent. Near side, gives up top to Childress, over far side now to Osafeso. Trying to dribble up top, cut off by Manecki, throws it over to Childress. Aggies wanted to steal on that, but now they do get it as White picks off the pass, and he's fouled on his way into the front court. This Aggie defense is all over the place. Jim Les giving his team a big hand. He loves the defensive effort in this game. It's been impressive. Already 5 team fouls for the Gauchos in this game as Schneider checks in. Graham comes out. Good has it to White. White in the corner for Lamar, dumps inside for Good. Goes up strong, got it off the glass over Hart. And this is the largest Aggie lead of the ball game. They're up by 22. 16-15 left to go. Vincent over to Childress. Childress now double teamed. Throws it to Vincent, brings it back near side. Osafeso dribbles once to the left, puts up a three ball on the angle, no good. Manecki skying for the glass, getting the board, and gets it over to Schneider. It is all UC Davis tonight so far. White, the Schneider, throws inside for Good. Stands in the free throw line, attacks on Hart, goes up off glass, it rolls around and out. Oh, that was a cruel roll of the ball that time. It looked like it was going down. Gauchos have it. Vincent to the left elbow. Fadeaway J over Lamar. Got it down. A silky smooth stroke for Gabe Vincent. A little fadeaway, and it's 41-21. Media timeout at the next whistle. Manecki with it, throws corner for White. Attacks along the baseline, back to Manecki. Has the ball stolen. Schneider almost had it. Knocked off his knee. White comes up with it, throws cross court to Lamar. Now back up top to Schneider. Shot clock never reset. It's at 9 seconds. Schneider wraparound pass Manecki. Faces up 17 feet out, brings it up top for White. Three ball, left angle, swish. Lawrence White burying it from up top. And the Aggies have been deadly from downtown. They lead 44-21. Vincent has it for the Gauchos. Stops, pops, three ball right side, popped in and out. Rebound to Schneider. The Aggies doing a terrific job on the defensive glass. They are the league's leader in defensive rebounds. Lamar into the corner for White. White up top, Schneider. Schneider on the attack. Runner with the right hand, short from 8. Manecki pushed to the floor. We're going to get a foul against the Gauchos. It's going to go on Vincent as the Gauchos go back to the bench bewildered, down 23 as we go to the media timeout. 14:34 remaining in the contest. It's all Aggies on Money 105.5.
Hey folks, is your vehicle due for an oil change? Maybe your tires need rotation. Good friends over at Jiffy Lube, fast, convenient, and locally owned and operated. Jiffy Lube has been proudly serving the greater Sacramento region for over 30 years now. Jiffy Lube offers oil changes, tire rotations, tune-ups, new car batteries, wiper blades, and much, much more. For valuable coupons and locations, be sure to visit them online today at jiffylubeka.com. That's jiffylubeka.com. Jiffy Lube, they've got you covered for all your auto maintenance needs. Please visit them today.
With unlimited data from AT&T, you can stream your favorite DirecTV content almost anywhere. Side effects may include sports-induced public celebration, increased desire to share spoilers, and repeated late-night use of the phrase,
just one more episode.
The unlimited effect. Get unlimited data when you switch to AT&T Wireless and have DirecTV.
After 22 gigabytes of data usage, AT&T may slow speeds. Must have eligible TV service. If you're not eligible, AT&T will move you to a new plan and overage charges may apply. Plan will include Stream Saver. Other restrictions apply. See store for plan details.
Streaming at UCDavisAggies.com. This is UC Davis men's basketball on Money 105.5.
Scott Marsh with you here inside the pavilion. 14:34 remaining in the ball game. It's all Aggies. They lead 44-21. Chima Manecki, the only player in double figures. He's closing in on his third straight double-double of the year, 10.7 rebounds. It would be his sixth of the season. The Division I record at Davis, set by Joe Harden at 7 during the 09-2010 campaign. Ball inbounded to White out of the break. Back up top, the Hen, 17-footer left elbow, too strong. Rebound taken by Max Heidegger. He pushes into the front court for the Gauchos. Hangs, lofts it up, left it off the front of the iron, no good. Schneider the rebound, and here come the Aggies on the attack with numbers, 4-on-1. Schneider, it's a breakaway to White, who lays it up and in. And they just beat the Gauchos down the floor. Heidegger the other way will have a block foul called on Schneider. That was very, very close. That was a 50-50 call that went against the Aggies. It'll be the second foul on Schneider and the second team foul against the Aggies. Timeout on the floor as the mop crew comes up. They'll wipe up some sweat. Gauchos are going to inbound along the baseline. 46-21 UC Davis. I don't think many people expected this kind of blowout in the opening game of the Big West. Ball inbounded to Slatchert, and we're going to have we're going to have a foul on Lawrence White. It looked almost like an illegal screen against Slatchert, but we'll go against White. And that'll be his first in the third team foul against the Aggies. Ball inbounded right in front of the Gauchos bench. There's the ball given up top to Terrell, over to Heidegger. Heidegger to Kupchak, fade away right at the key, no good from 12. Offensive rebound, Slatchert against three defenders. A shot blocked by Good from behind, but a foul called. So J.D. Slatchert, who has a lot of fans here tonight. He's from Oak Park, went to Exeter Academy. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Slatchert, 6'6", 225-pound sophomore, makes the first free throw. One more for Slatchert. Free throw up and good, so he gets both. And now shooting 80% on the year from the stripe. He's 4 or 5 all season long. Schneider throws to Hen. Hen over to Good. Good far corner for Lamar. They'll bring it back out. Aggies reverse it to White near side. Throws the Good inside. Throws a baseline pass to Hen. Off glass left hand. Missed it short. Ball out of bounds off Santa Barbara. A great pass on the interior from Good. Hen just didn't get high enough to finish. Fresh shot clock for the Aggies, though. Ball hit rim. Schneider inbounds for White. Ball fakes, gives up top to Schneider. Thinks about 3 now, takes the 3. Got it! Siler Schneider is on fire tonight. Schneider's 4th 3-ball of the ball game, and the Aggies lead 49-23. Incredible effort here by the Aggies. Clifton Powell with it, gives over the Kupchak. Cross-court pass to Heidegger. Throws it up in midair. Up top, it's retrieved by Powell. Powell, the Kupchak, dribbles to the right elbow, puts up the 17-footer, and strokes it home. So Maxwell Kupchak makes it 49-25. Aggies in the front court. White over to Lamar. Lamar to the right elbow, spins back, throws to White. Dribbles with it, right baseline, hands off the Hen. His shot rejected inside. Kupchak got it, and here come the Gauchos. Powell on the attack. Scoop shot too strong. White tracks it down, and here come the Aggies. It's become a little bit of a track meet here. White goes coast to coast, flips it up with the right hand, no good. Offensive rebound, Henn, and he's fouled on his way back up. So Mikey Henn will get 2 free throws. And I tell you what, Jim Luss had his team ready to go tonight. It's been an impressive outing. Henn, the freshman out of Seattle. Puts the first free throw up. It bounced in and out. A little strong. White's going to check out. Manecki in. Good out. Arel Hennings in for the Aggies at the 12:36 mark of the second half. One more attempt for Henn. This free throw up, and that one's in. So the Aggies doubling up on the Gauchos again, leading by 25, 50-25. Heidegger with it, foul away from the ball. It's going to go against the Aggies. It's going to be on Henn. So 15 foul against the Aggies. Santa Barbara already over the limit. They have 17 fouls. That was the second foul against Mikey. Heidegger will inbound along the baseline. Still looking. Finally lobs it in to Slatchert. Slatchert hands right back to Heidegger. Heidegger cut off the free throw line, spins, traveled with it as he put up the shot. Good defense by Brent Lamar. Cut him off right at the free throw line. Hennings with it. Gives back to Manecki. Into the front court for Lamar. Throws to Henn. Attacks inside. Tried to pass it out for Schneider. His pass deflected and stolen. Here come the Gauchos. Heidegger back to Slatchert. Slatchert hands off to Blackman on the attack. Shot no good. Offensive rebound no good from Kupchak. And Schneider comes down with it for the Aggies. And correction, that was Terrell. Terrell with the shot for the Gauchos. Lamar with it. Near side Hennings. Throws cross court to Schneider. Schneider in the lane. Bounce pass. Manecki tried to slam it down. And he was hammered in midair by Slatchert. Dunk didn't go, but free throws upcoming. And we're going to have a look at this maybe for potential. No, I was thinking maybe a flagrant. That's not going to be the case. We're at a media break. We're under 12 minutes to go. 11:47 left to go in the contest. UC Davis 50, UC Santa Barbara 25. It's all Aggies. Manecki at the line when we return on Money 105.5.
Hey NFL fans, you can win real NFL from Pepsi and Tostitos, but you can also win unreal NFL experiences. Collect codes when you buy Tostitos or Pepsi, and you helmet signed by an NFL pro. Or you could win an unreal trip to the 2017 NFL Pro Bowl. You could win real NFL gear just in time for Super Bowl 51. Or you can actually go to Super Bowl 51. So crack open a Pepsi, grab some Tostitos, then enter your codes at Tostitos.com.
No purchase necessary. Visit PepsiandTostitos.com for details.
Great things always come in threes. Like Aggies football, Aggies basketball, and Pizza Guys Pizza. Pizza Guys has been making the best pizza in town since 1986. Whether it's a Chipotle chicken pizza for lunch or a California garlic chicken for your late night cravings, Pizza Guys always delivers. You're open at 505 L Street in Davis from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. Visit PizzaGuys.com to see our current coupon offers or to order online. I'm a pizza guy. Are you a pizza guy?
It's UC Davis men's basketball on Money 105.5.
A look at some of the other Big West scores. Irvine blowing out Long Beach right now, 51-34 anteaters, 15 minutes left to go in that game. And Riverside up 12 at Northridge. So a couple, I think, surprisers in league play. Early second half action. Results could change, of course. And the Aggies up in a big time way here, 50-29 with Manecki at the line. First free throw no good from Chima. Manecki in this game, 10 points and 7 rebounds. Has a chance to get his third consecutive double-double. Second free throw attempt, that one goes down. 51-25 all Aggies here in the second half as Graham gets ready to check back in. Heidegger with it into the front court. Aggies playing man-to-man as they have all night long. Terrell dribbling up top. Throws over to Slatchert, left baseline. Puts it on the floor against Hen. Gets it into the lane. Takes the jumper at the right hand. No good, but a foul on Mikey Hen. So Mikey Hen having a rough go of it. Of course, the Aggies are without JT at Denverley tonight. Not playing due to the flu, but still a tremendous effort by UC Davis. Slatchert to get 2 free throws here. First one up, no good. As Graham's going to check in for Lamar. One more for Slatchert. This one up, and that one rattles in. So 51-26 the score. As the Aggies continue just to play unbelievable, stifling defense. This has got to be one of the lows ever if they continue at this pace. Hen with it, free throw line. Kick out, Hennings. Hennings over to Graham. Graham back for Hennings, far side. Bounces it to Manecki at the free throw line. Puts it on the floor, fades, goes off glass, didn't go, but he was fouled right at the key. And Manecki will go right back to the free throw line. Fouls on Slatchert. That's his 4th personal foul. He's going to have to come out as Alex Hart comes racing to the scorer's table. First free throw from Manecki is good. Pace of play has really slowed down here in the second half. Good comes in for Hen. Manecki with the headband, the goggles, the pulled up socks, misses the second free throw. 52-26. Aggies still doubling up on the Gauchos with 11 minutes to play. Heidegger, right wing. Gives up top to Terrell. Over to Clifton Powell. Back near side for Terrell. 3 ball, short. Hit the top of the backboard after going off the rim, but a foul on the ground, and it will go against UC Davis. And that's going to put the Aggies over the limit. Fouls on Good. And that's 4 on Garrison Good now. So will Coach Les leave Good in the game with 4 fouls? It's going to be the 1-and-1 for Alex Hart. And it looks like Coach Les will allow the sophomore to play. Hart's front end of the 1-and-1, no good. Manecki with the rebound. That's his 8th. He's 2 away now from the double-double. Good with it over to Graham. Graham up top for Hennings. Hennings back to Graham. Back to Hennings. A little 2-guard action up top. Now they work to the baseline for Schneider. Gets a great screen. Goes off glass and got it. Chima Manecki opened that wide open as he pinned his man along the baseline. Back the other way. Scoop shot in by Heidegger. Little finger roll that time. It's 54-28. 10:15 left to play. Graham in the logo. Far side, Hennings. Directs the offense. Throws to the free throw line for Manecki. Near side, Schneider. And a block foul is going to be called against Clifton Powell. That'll send Schneider to the line for the 1-and-1. Aggies are going to be shooting actually 2 free throws from here on out. That's the 10th team foul against the Gauchos. Schneider's first free throw is good. It's 55-28. Ags have led the entire way in this contest. It started off with a Darius Graham 3. They've never looked back. Second attempt from Schneider, front of the iron and in. And it's a 28-point Aggie lead, their largest of the ballgame. 10 minutes to go. Heidegger with it, right baseline, cut off. Goes up anyways with it, missed it off glass. Rebound Hennings. He looks to push. Hennings throws into the corner for Graham. Graham into the lane, bunny hops back for Hennings. Left side with it, bounces it to Good. Good kick out pass, far side to Graham. Into the corner, Hennings. Open look at a 3-ball, got it! Hennings drilling it in the corner. And that gets the crowd up off their feet. Arel Hennings, a fan favorite Hennings just going 5'6", 150 pounds, electrifying the crowd. Powell the other way, missed it badly off the glass. And ball out of bounds, last touch by the Gauchos. Who would have predicted this? Aggies up 31. 59-28. Wow. This is the 36th meeting between these two teams. Santa Barbara leads the all-time series 28-7. They've won the last 4, including the last time in the Big West Conference Tournament, where the Gauchos buried the Aggies, if you'll recall, last March, 87-61. The Aggies had to play without Neil Monson, whose wife was giving birth right around the Big West Conference time. He couldn't fly down to Orange County. Hennings over to Joe Mooney in for the first time for the Ags. One bounces at the Hen, faces up right at the key. Tries to dump inside for good, makes the catch, kick out pass on the angle to Hennings. Goes behind his back, throws far side to Lamar. Lamar in the lane, jump stops, bounce pass for Hen, reverse layup, up and in. And the Aggies are just clicking on all cylinders right now. This is a clinic being put on by Jim Less's team as they go up 35. Or make it 33, 61-28. Childress to Vincent up top. Vincent bounces it to Slatchert. Tries to throw a backdoor pass deflected by Hennings. And the Aggies force another turnover. Just unbelievable play by UC Davis tonight. Good. Over to Mooney. Back to Hennings. Over to Mooney. Back to Hennings. A little two-guard play up top. Hennings now puts it on the floor with 10 on the shot clock. Kicks it over to Lamar, 25 feet extended. D'd up by Vincent. Wants a screen. Gets it. 3 on the clock. Lamar in the lane, beats the buzzer, off glass, missed it, offensive rebound, the good. His kick out pass to Hennings, and a new shot clock for the Aggies. Good hustle by Garrison Good. Sam Walters into the game for the Gauchos. First time he has played in the last 5 contests. Lamar dumps for good. Ball out of bounds, last touch by Walters. Oh, correction, they're gonna say last touch by Good. So Richard Batsell corrects himself after some help by Walters. Takes us to the media break. What a performance by the Aggies. They have not looked back tonight. They have slammed the door shut on the Gauchos. And you heard Kevin Nosek talk about wanting that maturity to keep blowing out a team and not give up big leads. Well, they have not done that tonight. They lead 61-28 on Money 105.5.
Hey folks, is your vehicle due for an oil change? Maybe your tires need rotating too? Be sure to visit my good friends over at Jiffy Lube. Fast, convenient, and locally owned and operated, Jiffy Lube has been proudly serving the greater Sacramento region for over 30 years now. Jiffy Lube offers oil changes, tire rotations, tune-ups, new car batteries, wiper blades, and much more. For valuable coupons and locations, be sure to visit them online today at jiffylubeka.com. That's jiffylubeka.com. Jiffy Lube, they've got you covered for all your auto maintenance needs. Please visit them today.
When it comes to where you bank, of course you want to be with an institution that's financially sound. But wouldn't it be nice to get even more for your money? As a not-for-profit, member-owned credit union, Golden One believes that when we all work together, beautiful things will happen. Like returning profits back to our members. We want things like car and home loans, and credit and debit cards. Visit Golden One to open an account. Golden One Credit Union. Stronger together. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity.
Back to Aggie men's basketball on Money 105.5.
Scott Marsh with you here inside the pavilion. 7:49 remaining. And to say it's all Ags would be an understatement. They lead 61-28. We're looking up in the books, the lowest point total the Aggies have given up in a Big West game. I got to think the Aggies are approaching it here tonight. It might be their largest win ever in a Big West game as well, for that matter. A lot of time on the clock still, though, 7.5 minutes. Hart puts up a 3-ball out of the break, left side, no good. Rebound to Manecki. Chima now has 9 rebounds. He's 1 board shy of his 3rd consecutive double-double. Hennings pounds it on the logo. One bounces at the Hen, left elbow, takes the 17-footer. It rattles in and out. And a foul, though, against Slatchert. Trying to block out Manecki, and he's just fouled out of the game. Slatchert not too happy about it. Had a few words for Richard Batsell as he came out of the game. His night is over. Slatchert finishes the night with 3 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 turnovers. So Manecki back at the line. He's 2 of 4, make it 2 of 5. Chima on the year is a 64% free throw shooter. Could use some improvement there. Gets the second one, 62-28. Jim Les talking things over with Dick Cartmel. Coach Les coaching this like it's a 4-point game, not a 34-point game with 7:15 left to play. Childress into the front court. Gives over to Vincent. Vincent outside the arc. Gets a Hart screen. Wraparound pass to Hart. 3-ball left side, too strong. Offensive rebound to Kupchak. He turns around, takes an 18-footer and got it along the baseline. Aggies ran away from the ball. You can't do that. You got to guard the ball at least, because the person with the ball is the only one who can score. And the Aggies forgot that time. Hennings near side to Lamar. Santa Barbara stays in their 2-3 zone. Hennings to Lamar. Lamar attacks left side into the corner for Mooney. Mooney gives up top to Hen. Dumps inside for Manecki. Gets wide open off glass, and in he beat Vincent, who went for the steal. And 64-30. And I just cannot believe that a Davis team is beating a Santa Barbara team this badly. 6:20 to play. Vincent works left side on Lamar. Takes a fadeaway jumper along the baseline from 17. No good. And the rebound taken by the Aggies. Hennings has it. Throws to the corner for Mooney, who was out of bounds when he caught the ball. And that's a turnover for UC Davis. But just their 7th of the night, whereas Santa Barbara has 14. So Manecki might be done for the night. He claps to the crowd as he comes out of the game at the 6:08 mark. Funteroff comes in, and I would love to see Coach Les keep Chima in for one more rebound to get that double-double, but may not happen tonight. Childress gives off to Hart. Hart faces up on the right elbow. Throws to the left elbow for Kupchak. Looks inside, finds nothing. Gives to Childress. Right wing, now dribbles up top. Childress, teed up by Michael Onyebalu, who's coming for the Ags as well. Vincent is going to launch on the right angle. 3-ball is in, and Vincent that time, like he pulled a gun from his holster on the right side, drilled it. A quick 3, and it's 64-33. 5:30 to go. Mooney has it up top, gives to Hennings. Hennings back for Mooney. He's going to launch a deep 3 left side. It's long. Rebound Vincent. Vincent throws into the front court for Sam Walters ahead of the pack. Ball fakes now, goes up with it with the right hand and got it. May have made that a little tougher than he needed to, but he got it in. 64-35. Hennings gives to Onyebalu. Back to Hennings. One bounces at the end at the free throw line. To Onyebalu, back to Hennings. Jim Les has gone with all the subs right now, up 29. Mooney in the corner, puts on the floor once, takes an 18-footer, got it. Nice ball fake and put on the floor by Mooney, who opened himself up for the 17-footer. 66-35, 4:45 to go now. Gaucho starter still on the floor. Vincent with it up top, throws over the Hart. Left side 3, no good. Hart's missed 3 of those from the same spot, and Funteroff with the rebound. Gives off to Hennings, shakes and bakes, bounces it near side to Mooney. Hennings gets it back, bounces free throw line to Hen. Hen, far corner Onyebalu, curls into the lane, hangs. His shot rejected by Vincent out of bounds. Aggies will have it back with 14 on the clock. So Hennings, Hen, Mooney, Funteroff, and Onyebalu. You got to say those are the 5 deepest on the Aggie bench. Mooney's going to lob it in for him, but the pass stolen by Hart. Hart on the breakaway. Hennings races back. Hart gets by him, lays it up and in. So the Aggies turn it over. And now Santa Barbara getting some points cheap late in the game, and that might prevent some of these records from being broken. Who knows? 4 minutes to go. We're going to have a mandatory timeout at the next whistle. Hennings over to Onyebalu. Throws corner to Mooney. Mooney bounces it to Funteroff, right of the key. We'll give back up top to Onyebalu. Now to Hennings. 8 on the shot clock. Hennings with it. Throws inside to an open hand off the glass. What a great look from Arel Hennings. And it's 68-37. This kid Hennings can play the game, and he's getting more confident every time he steps back out on the floor for the Aggies. 3:30 to play now. Handoff Vincent, right angle three, got it. Vincent's warming up, but it's gonna be a case of too little, too late for the Gauchos. Vincent will stuff his stats, but it won't mean anything tonight. 68-40. Henn, near side Hennings, wide open left side three in front of the Aggie bench, off the heel, no, rebound Kupchak. He'll hand off for Vincent. Vincent working at Onyebalu at a bump foul against Michael. And that's going to put Vincent to the line. But first, the mandatory timeout. 3:03 left to play. 68-40 UC Davis as we go to the break on Money 105.5.
Looking for accommodations for your next trip to Davis? Then come to the Hallmark Inn, the premier full-service hotel conveniently located in downtown Davis. The award-winning Hallmark Inn is a proud partner of the UC Davis Aggies and was recently named the best hotel in the city. With spacious rooms, a sizzling cafe, 110 breakfast, and a complimentary glass of local wine, guests continue to return when in town. For more information, check out our website at hallmarkinn.com or call us at 800-753-0035.
With unlimited data from AT&T, you can stream your favorite DirecTV content almost anywhere. Side effects may include sports-induced public celebrations, increased desire to share spoilers, and repeated late-night use of the phrase, just one more episode. The unlimited effect. Get unlimited data when you switch to AT&T Wireless and have DirecTV.
After 22 gigabytes of data usage, AT&T and slow speeds must have eligible TV service. If you're not eligible, AT&T will move you to a new plan and overage charges may apply. Plan will include Stream Saver. Other restrictions apply. See store for plan details.
Listen to Aggie Hoops away from your radio. Download the Money 105.5 mobile app today for Android or iOS.
The fact that this game has kind of become, for lack of a better phrase, garbage time at the end of this game. It's never garbage if you're the Aggie coaching staff. You're working every minute. You want to get every player into the game and give them valuable playing time in conference in particular. But the fact that the Aggies have substituted liberally here probably will prevent them from setting a lot of school records. They were close to getting the lowest points scored against the team. It was 41 against Dartmouth in the D1 era. Big West record 43 against UC Riverside. But with Gabe Vincent at the line and with Santa Barbara with 40 points, you know that's not going to hold up for long. Vincent makes the first free throw out of the break. It's 68-41. So Bob Williams trying to make the score a little bit more respectable, has left his key players in. Vincent misses the second free throw, but an offensive rebound to Alex Hart makes it 68-43. 2:55 left to play here. The Aggies are going to get the Big West home opener here. Hennings over to Henn. Puts it on the floor, kicks up top for Mooney. Open look up top from three. It popped in and out. Rebound to Childress. Childress going coast to coast. A lot of contact, no foul calls. Mooney cut him off. Henn had it, but had it stolen away by Childress. Throws the Hart, cuts inside, missed it off the glass. Henn with the rebound, and now he outlets to Hennings. Hennings front court. Kicks into the corner. Onyebalu, a three ball. It's in for Michael Onyebalu. And it's 71-43 with 2:15 to play. Good to see Michael get on the scoreboard. Vincent has it, throws far corner Childress. Open look at a three, air ball, rebound Hart, put back slam, missed it, and Hennings with the rebound. Hennings front court, throws into the corner from Mooney, ball fakes with it, dribble drives, ball out of bounds, and it was off the Gauchos. Well, the Aggies are 3-0 in Big West openers at home. They're going to improve to 4-0 in that stat. As Onyebalu throws up top to Mooney. Mooney near side Hennings, gets a Henn screen. Stops, going to take the three ball up top. It's long. Funteroff fights for the rebound, can't come down with it, and the Gauchos have it. Vincent throws inside to Hart, who beat Henn down the floor, puts it up and in, and draws the foul. Mikey Henn has had a tough night tonight for the Aggies, no doubt about it. As Hart will have a chance at the three-point play. Aggies overall in Big West openers are 4-5. They'll improve to 5-5. This is their 10th year officially in the Big West Conference. They'll be 6-4 in Big West home openers. They will now have won their last 3 straight. Hart misses the free throw. 71-45, 1:30 left to go, and Bob Williams has got to be shaking his head and thinking, my goodness, this is going to be a long conference schedule if things stay like this. Hennings far side to Onyebalu. Bounces in the corner. Mooney, a 3-ball in front of the Aggie bench. No good. Long rebound tracked down by Heidegger. Heidegger on the attack. Goes coast to coast. Off the glass. Missed it. Tap. No. Hennings comes up with it. He's ahead of the pack. He should get an uncontested layup, and he does. Earl Hennings just too fast for everybody else. And 73-45 Ags. Under a minute left to play now. Dump pass inside for Hart, can't make the catch. Ball goes out of bounds. It was last touched by Santa Barbara. Other scores in the Big West, Irvine leading Long Beach 65-56 with 7:25 left to go from the Brent Event Center. And Northridge now has come back. They lead UC Riverside 63-58 with 6 minutes to go from the Matadome. Hennings far side, brings it to Onyebalu. Bounces it to Funteroff. He'll launch a 3-ball from up top. Too strong. Rebound to Heidegger. Heidegger in the front court. He looks to go coast to coast. Shot off the glass, good, but a foul on the ground against Mooney will send Heidegger to the line. Aggies in the double penalty situation now, so 2 free throws for Heidegger. Aggies led this game by as many as 34. At 62-28. Free throw from Heidegger, sits home. 73-46. Second attempt from Heidegger is in. 73-47, shot clock is off. The Aggies do not have to shoot the ball. They just have to advance it into the front court, and that'll do it. Hennings does, he's double teamed. Splits the double team. Coach Les says no shot. Hennings just wants to kill the clock. Heidegger is going to come out and challenge. Throws it over to Mooney. Standing O for this Aggie team as the pass deflected by Terrell, but he can't save it from going out of bounds. 8.2 to play. The Aggies are going to improve to 9-7 on the year, 1-0 in the Big West. The Gauchos will fall to 2-11 on the season, 0-1 in Big West play. Ball inbound to Onyebalu. He'll hold on to it. You can hear the crowd approval as the buzzer will sound. Jim Les and Bob Williams shake hands, as will the coaches and players. It's a final. The Aggies off to a great start in 2017. They blow out the Gauchos here on the home floor tonight, 73-45. We'll take the break. When we come back, it'll be time for the AT&T post-game report. Siler Schneider will join me. We'll hear from Coach Les as well as the Aggies get the victory tonight, 73-45 on Money 105.5.
Great things always come in threes. Like Aggies football, Aggies basketball, and Pizza Guys Pizza. Pizza Guys has been making the best pizza in town since 1986. Whether it's a Chipotle chicken pizza for lunch or a California garlic chicken for your late night cravings, Pizza Guys always delivers. We are open at 505